Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for March 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. That's Monday through Thursday. This will be a general reading. Remember that when I am doing my readings, I am using my two Radley Valentine decks. I'll use my Archangel Power Tarot cards for the main message. I'll pull one then from my Angel Tarot cards. I'll also pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. Remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to my higher power. Whatever the message is, my job is just to deliver it. Now, I am going to be doing a separate video and I kind of do an overview of what an age of Aquarius and where we might be at. But remember that on the 13th of March at 5:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we do have our new moon in Pisces. Now, that will be an increase in psychic sensitivity. There could be a really deep emotional energy going on. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be, that you're going to be crying. But it's just going to be very strong and deep feelings. Also, new moons are excellent to start new projects, new energies. So remember, full moon to new moon, release and relinquish. New moon, request. So this is that time to get started. So that emotional energy is going to drive you further and push you more so into possibly figuring out what it is you really, really want to be doing. Now, also too, the 15th of March, Mercury will enter into Pisces. Mercury is about communication. There's a lot of swiftness with Mercury also. And that's, this is again, so we have that new moon where we're feeling the emotions. This is where we are going to be talking about those emotions. This is where we get things out. And also, I believe that this will be seeing beyond the fog. And I think that there will be clarity. But remember, when you're talking about strong emotions, not everybody's going to be listening. So we're going to need to really use our best communication so that we can, again, be clear on what we are trying to communicate. Okay? Okay. So we're going to start the readings now. Hello, my Leos. Okay, let's see what we have for you for this week. Lots of energy here. Let's see. Let's go on. Okay, 1, 2, and 3, reversed. Stronger stuff there. Let's see what we have for my Leos. Okay, first card, King of Raphael. Okay, now King's underlying energy is air, so there's a lot of thought, a lot of intelligence. There could also be, a lot of planning. Raphael is water energy. We are in Pisces. This is also Cancer. This is also Scorpio. I kind of feel like with the King. Now the King has King of Water, King of Raphael, King of Cups, has gone through every emotional, every emotional scenario that you can go through. Okay, but the King of Raphael has also learned from this. So there is a high emotional quota here, a high emotional, integrity. It's just a high emotional maturity with this King of Raphael. So the thing is now, the thing though that you need to remember is with the King of Raphael, this is where there's the emotion, there's the compassion, there's the love, there's the caring, but there's also the intellect. And sometimes we need to remember that that it can be, we need to step back from the emotions. Like, if as a parent, you might want to go in and solve your child's problems, but that does not necessarily help them. So there's this maturity here. So you may be called upon to help someone, and you're going to have to really think about how you're going to do that, because you don't want to necessarily take it from them, even when they're, even if they seem like it's too big of a burden. okay, whoever this is for. You can lighten some of the burden. Sometimes you have to let them go through some of the burden. But the King of Raphael is also very generous and gentle. So there is a generosity. Let's see what we have here. So the King of Raphael, warm, generous, honorable, refined. Yes, it's safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. I feel though with the King of Raphael for you, it's more a case of you being more of the observer, you being more, and I know, yeah, and that has that air quality to it, air, that air context to it. But this is more you know, getting ready and kind of watching and knowing when you have to step in and knowing when to stay out. Okay, so you need, this is like a teeter-totter. This is kind of one of those balancing acts that you have to do. It's like you don't want to do too much, you don't want to do too little, because there's going to be some fragility, somebody, something, the situation, and you need to be very wise in how you monitor it. Okay, let's see what this one says. The 8 of Ariel. Now, 8s have infinite possibilities. Ariel is work energy. Okay, it's earth energy. It is Taurus, Virgo. It is Capricorn. Something you know, definitely tangible, something you can touch. Could be your house, but it also could be something to do with your work. Okay, so and you could be, again, there's this underlying. It's kind of like I'm seeing you kind of in the shadows, just watching how this all plays out. You're not necessarily jumping in yet, but you're just so ready to jump in. Now, the 8 of Ariel, though, is kind of like, so I need to see how this is going to connect. I'm not quite getting the connection here yet, because the 8 of Ariel is basically, it's taking pride. Take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. So there's it's kind of like there's two things going on here, but yet I'm feeling very much so with the King of Raphael that it's like you're just on that, you're watching. So it'd be kind of like you're peeking through the door, watching as things unfold, watching and just waiting to either jump in or to stay back. So I kind of have this wait and see type of energy going on. And then we have this saying that, and this could be saying that you're doing the right thing. The 8, and 8s have the infinite, possibilities, and maybe that's what you're doing. Maybe you have some options in your work field or in your career, and you're just kind of like waiting to see how things unfold in your career, in your work, because, like I said, Ariel is earth energy. Let's see what this one says. Here we go. King of Gabriel. Okay, again, the King of Gabriel, King's underlying energy, air. Gabriel is your energy. It is also Aries, and it's also Sagittarius. Again, passionate, burning, very determined. Again, I get this wait and see. There might be something that you have built. Maybe, you have built something, you have done something, and this is all wait and see. The King of Gabriel sees the big picture. The King of Gabriel is kind of like, not focusing on the minutia, not focusing on the small part, seeing the bigger picture. And again, I keep getting this wait and see. It could be you have done your work, you have done, you are doing what you need to be doing. And there's also, too, a really strong, with both water and fire, there's really a very strong spiritual energy here, too. So this could also be on a spiritual plane. Higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine archangels. So there could be that what you've been doing on the earth, there's kind of this wait and see. It could be some karmic stuff going on. Wait and see. Don't necessarily, it's like, in some ways, it's like don't interfere until you need to. Okay, let's see what this is about. So, generous, inspirational, dramatic, driven. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. Genuine concern for others. So these are both, the King of Water and the King of Gabriel are both in this helping mode. Okay, they're again, I keep feeling like they're watching and waiting. Now, this could be, maybe this is you, maybe this is you, maybe these are spiritual guides that are watching and waiting. I get with the kings, both of the kings, I keep getting this watching and waiting. Do I jump, for that, to step in or not to step in? Okay, the 8 possibilities, maybe the thing too, maybe this is saying that, we need to, again, we're releasing stuff, new, full to new and all releasing, and it could be this watching and waiting. Maybe we need to invite that, into whoever our higher power to help us, to guide us, to bring us somewhere. I just get this watch and wait type of energy. Sorry, this watching and waiting. But both of these kings, whether this be you or not you, my Leos, both of these kings are just, they're watching very intently. They're watching so intently, and they will step in. And I mean, this could be your guardian angels too. Or, they're watching and they're waiting and they're ready to step in. They're ready to step in. Really interesting, because, I'm a Leo too. And this is, I'm getting kind of that spiritual vibe with these two. So, a lot of times when it's that kind of stuff, we have to invite them. We have free choice, free will, and many times we have to kind of say, to our higher power, guardian angel, whoever it is, please help me. Please help me step in. Please, take the wheel, okay? But the 8 of Ariel is saying, you're doing a good job. Don't be worried. Don't obsess. But yet I get these watchers. They're watchers. They're watching and waiting. Okay, let's see what we have here. Yeah, let's see what we have for the last card here. Page of Air. Now, Page's underlying energy is earth energy. Okay, we've talked about earth energy. Air energy we've talked about that, is Gemini, Libra. It's also Aquarius energy. The thing about the Page of Air, pages are generally impetuous. The pages, busy energy around them. They want to get things done, okay? The Page of Air kind of is a little bit, the Page of Air, Page of Michael, Page of Swords, wants to get it done, but this is not always an easy task. It's not always, it's not always goes the way we want it to go either, okay? So the Page of Air is not necessarily saying, things are all, we like challenges. Leos love challenges, but it's not always a challenge that we may want to necessarily deal with, okay? Okay, anyway, this is, this could be something to do in your work arena, but it could also be something to do in your home arena also, or your area, okay? Let's see. Logical, honest, impulsive, curious. Challenging information, delays or change to plans, truth delivered without tact. In many ways, they all seem separate, except that the Page of Air and the 8 of Ariel, I do feel is very connected, but it could be something to do with your home or your work, okay? And there could be some challenges this week in your home or work. And I am going to say home too, because I do feel that there could be some home stuff going on here. And then you have these 2 kings. The thing about the kings is they can help you through. It could be even your own energy saying, don't get too close up to the problem. You need to step back. Again, I get this wait and watch and see, but be ready. Be ready. Okay. Let's see what we have here, what crystal or energy might be helpful for my Leos. The thing too is that with this type of energy here, like I said, that 8 of Ariel has infinite opportunities. This is a challenge, and maybe my Leos, maybe you're the one that's up for the challenge. Maybe you're the one that can actually make that difference in this challenge also, okay? But those kings are really getting me. And the king of Raphael, to me, he's looking straight on. To me, it's like You know, he's like dealing with the present. And the King of Gabriel, well, he's looking straight on too. He's looking, so they're dealing with what's going on now. They're going on what's going on now. And, you know, like I said, ready to just jump in when needed. Okay. Please, my Leos, you're going to have to tell me what's going on with this, and I hope that I'm not living it. So, anyway, well, I shouldn't say that, right? What, crystal or energy? This one is reversed. Iolite. Now, magical powers, feminine divine, work connections, inspiration. Well, the good thing is, like I said, I don't have to understand, right? And it's usually best when I don't. Now, my Leos, I want to thank you so much for all of your support. And yes, please remember to like, share, subscribe. It does help. As always, my Leos, know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.